As COVID-19 reshapes our cities and way of life, many find the idea of cramming together on public transportation unpleasant, as well as dangerous. Workers who are returning to work are looking for alternatives. Consider the bicycle. Considering skipping the train this fall, cities around the world are investing in and encouraging cycling as an alternative to driving. Retailers struggle to keep bikes in stock, and manufacturers have trouble delivering everything from cheap hybrids to bicycle tubes. The humble commuter bicycle is now taking center stage among bicycle types. Commuter bikes share two constants. They're overbuilt for reliability and tailored to the environment in which their owners ride. As a result, there is no single best commuter bike, and what works for you may not necessarily work for others. You can start your own commuter build from a bike you have lying around or by buying used, since many bike shops are sold out. You can find some good deals on second-hand bikes on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace, but nothing compares to establishing a support your local shop by maintaining a relationship with it. An establishment like this will prove to be a valuable resource as you embark on this new journey. This will be a guide that helps new riders find their way around commuter bikes and the people who use them. The e-bike. Dr. Edward Fishkin has commuted by bicycle since 1995. As long as it's not raining, snowing, or below 30 degrees Fahrenheit, he rides every day, combined with his commute and riding for pleasure. He typically racks up about 5,000 miles a year. He commutes because he loves riding his bike. It takes half the time as the train, and I find it more enjoyable. Now that we live in the COVID-19 era, bicycle commuting is a socially distant mode of transportation, according to the doctor. Since being injured last November, Fishkin has been commuting on a specialized turbo Vado e-bike. It has an electric motor built into the frame. The motor eases the physical effort required to ride, and sales of such models, long popular in Europe, are now booming in the US. Fishkin says he doesn't have to shower when he gets to work. In addition to a variety of mounts for lights and cycling computers, he also has bar end extensions for additional hand positions, as well as a rack and panniers. The folding bike. Karen Young, before NYC entered lockdown in 2020 spring, was an avid cyclist, but only an occasional bike commuter. Once regular office life resumes whenever that, maybe she will commute by bike more frequently. Right now, I commute by bike whenever I have errands to run outside of my neighborhood, she says. Young owns 3 bikes, but one is specifically designed for commuting. A Brompton folding bicycle. Brompton has been producing almost the same design has been manufactured by the company since 1975. Aside from its smaller than average wheels and longer than average seat post, the bike can be folded down to the size of a briefcase in a matter of seconds. Karen Young's Brompton was made for members of the 5th floor cycling team. It features a special color, matching front and rear fenders, and integrated lights powered by a dynamo in the front wheel. This eliminates the risk of running out of power. Young says the bike is all about convenience. It's relatively light and foldable, so I can take it inside without having to worry about locking it, while the bike is comfortable for short commutes. It really shines when it comes to long commutes. You can ride it to the train station, fold it up, carry it on the train, get off near your destination, and ride the rest of the way. Then you can take it inside when you arrive. Young says, enjoy the ride. It's not just about getting from one spot to another. It's about seeing the city in motion before you go into work for the day. Seeing, smelling, and taking it all in. The cargo bike. Nick Murray's Bianchi Milano with a Ferratical cargo bike attached lets him carry children, groceries, and other supplies with relative ease. Murray no longer has to deal with car ownership and public transportation. He says every other week they have a birthday party in a park or another. The public transportation system can only take you so far, and if you drive, you spend more time looking for parking than it would take to ride a bicycle. Most of the wild modifications you see on the bike today were already in place when Murray bought it. Nick's most valuable upgrade was the Extracycle Free Radical Conversion Kit, which extended the wheelbase and allowed him to carry more children and their own bikes. The panniers are perfect for carrying groceries or beach stuff. He says that one of the company's hoops provides a resting place for my younger kids' feet, but I also use them to tow their bikes to a park so they can ride by themselves. This is an important safety feature to his wife. When they've been out and about all day, they'll sometimes rest their heads on them and fall asleep, although that's not allowed by Extracycle. The track bike. Mikhail Budhai commutes most days from his home in Brooklyn's Prospect Heights to his office in Dumbo. He rides regularly for over 12 years and averages about 600 miles per year. Besides being great for the environment and saving money, riding a bicycle to work means you're in control of your own destiny. He says, there are no delays or trains to wait for, and there is very little traffic to get stuck in. No matter how long the trip takes, it's always going to take 25 minutes. From scratch, he built his latest bike, a black Avondin track frame. His previous bike was white and was stolen, so he figured a black frame wouldn't stand out as much. A fixed gear or single speed bike would be more practical. Budhai's is as simple as they come. It requires less maintenance since it does not have any gears. The simplicity comes at a price. These bikes are best for those who live in flat areas. Uninitiated people can turn walking up and over a bridge into a quad-busting exercise session. It applies to every kind of commuter, no matter what kind of bike they ride. Look through the back windows of parked cars to see if anyone is getting out so you don't get doored. The Townie, to save time on the subway. Carla Clifford started commuting by bicycle. Over time, she stopped taking the subway altogether. Biking is more efficient, and I enjoy the time outside to clear my head before and after work. She commutes between Brooklyn's Clinton Hill and Columbus Circle in Manhattan year-round, covering about 3,600 miles annually. She rides a Marin Nicasio RC, a steel bike with upright geometry. Everything has been designed to withstand the rigors of commuter life. The 47 millimeters wide tires are large enough to handle riding in the snow. Full coverage fenders keep Clifford dry, and disc brakes provide full braking power regardless of the weather. 8-speed internal gears on the bike provide enough range for climbing up and over the Manhattan Bridge while also requiring less maintenance than external gears. Clifford equipped his with a Porteur front rack from Velo Orange. It holds up to 50 pounds, looks stylish, and all you need is a couple bungee cords to keep your bags and packages secure. A basket or rear rack is a must when commuting. When you get to work, your back is sweaty and gross, which is not ideal if you have a meeting to attend right away. The steel road bike. Mahmoud Moem Finanger rides his 1992 Specialized LS for errands in Brooklyn and attending meetings in Manhattan. He wanted a classic racing geometry with tried and true features. Giving life to an old car with a lot of miles left is appealing to me. While the bike has been modernized with a new wheel set, it retains many of its original parts and charm. Steel bikes are popular among cycling enthusiasts. Despite being slightly heavier than aluminum or carbon bikes, a good steel frame delivers an incredibly smooth and lively ride. At the end of the day, the bike should make commuting easy and enjoyable. M. Finanga says, if it looks sexy while doing all of the above, more power to it. The cyclocross bike. Feuerbach does not have a set commute. As a freelance photographer, she uses her bike to commute between her Brooklyn apartment and the studio or location where she is shooting that day. I have never been a person who likes routine very much, so I will often give myself more time than I need to get to my destination. She says, rain or shine, I don't take the train except when I'm unable to ride my bike for health reasons. The cyclocross frame Parker uses to get around the city is an old, unbranded model. Cyclocross, a style of bike racing combining elements of road racing and off-road obstacles, has a small but dedicated following in the city. They look like traditional road bikes with drop bars, but they are built to handle rougher terrain and fit larger tires. This added strength makes them ideal for commuting. They can handle potholes and curbs with ease. Additionally, gravel bikes, which are made to handle similar terrain, albeit in nature instead of on a cyclocross course, are a great option in this category. In contrast to cyclocross bikes, which are designed for short, intense races, gravel bikes are built with extra mounting points for water bottles, racks, and gear, making them a great commuter frame. I picked it up for an ex-partner years ago. Parker says of the bicycle, it is too small for me, but I worked so hard on it that I couldn't let it go the bike back in the breakup. That work includes unassuming but carefully selected parts, including a simple 1x11 drivetrain, larger 32 millimeters tires for comfort and durability, and fenders and racks. Parker says putting all his gear on the front of his bike gives him better control as he navigates through and around traffic. I also keep a rain jacket on my bike just in case the weather turns bad. I certainly hope you found some interesting ideas in this video that can help you in your cycling. If so, give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you aren't already. And leave a comment or question if something isn't clear. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the trail or road.